Welcome to the Inside Track on Real Estate with the Decker team. And I'm Ken Decker, and I've got my bride here.
Yeah, and I'm Yetta Decker. And today is one of those days where we are thrilled to join you on the Inside Track on Real Estate with the Decker team to share some insights about real estate in general. A little bit of a different show than what we've done before. I'm actually going to mostly interview Ken, which will be
Painful.
Fun for me, painful for him, and hopefully enjoyable and educational for you. So I actually get to wear glasses. If you're listening instead of watching, good for you. For those watching, you'll notice that I'm now wearing readers, which is making me crazy.
And we can put on descriptive audio, which says she's wearing purple reading glasses with a very bright pink lipstick. Wearing a black and white sweater.
Never you mind. Just if you'd like to watch the show so you can see more of the comic relief that takes place, you are welcome to tune in to chri.ca or deckerteam.com. And of course, we have a YouTube channel as well. So you can catch them on our website at deckerteam.com or YouTube in general.
Very nice.
Right. So Ken, real estate. You've been doing this for a little while. Couple of decades.
Yeah, that's one of the questions, actually.
Oh, so I shouldn't go ahead.
Yeah, so let's preface this. These are questions that we've had asked of us when people are looking at selling their property. So basically interview questions. Because probably you as a seller, you're deciding to sell your home, you probably haven't interviewed very many realtors in your life.
Right. Some have.
Some have. And most haven't, so they may not know the questions to ask.
Right. And so we often have people say, what should I ask? What should I know? Because we have a pretty clear idea of what we need to ask you. Well, more than a pretty clear idea, a very clear idea of what things we need to know so that we can represent you well. And yet for a lot of people that maybe haven't sold a home in 20 years or 30 years, or even if they've sold a home more recently, not necessarily sure of what they should expect from the services of a realtor. So since we've been provided these time and time again, we thought we would just answer them for you and see what you think and ask them. Yeah. So the first question that I have here, so I'm actually reading the questions and decided not to attempt to remember them all because they're not the questions that come to my mind. They're the questions that tend to come to the minds of sellers that aren't in the real estate market every day. Right. So Ken, what is your experience? What is the experience of the team or the experience of the agent is one of those questions that people tend to always ask. Okay. So you're going to answer them specifically in relativity to the Decker team.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yes. So then actually they wouldn't even have to interview us because they could just listen to this show and it'd be all done, right?
And that happens a lot, actually.
Yeah.
People listen to the shows, find the ones that intrigue them, and answer the questions that they're looking to have answered. And then when they call us, it's just, would you come and help us, please?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. All right. So what's the experience of the Decker team? Well, first of all, you are our, what would we say, matriarch? Is that correct? Is that the right word?
Been around the longest, since I was in my 20s. Which is interesting, and I'm now in my 50s, so do the math on that one.
My goodness. So over 27 years, Yetta's been helping people buy and sell real estate. Myself, over 22 years, and each one of our team members are well over 5 years.
I think everybody's 6 to 15 years.
Yeah.
All the team members.
Okay.
So there is no inexperienced realtors. Everybody knows what they are doing.
Yes, very, very well. And they have the resource to pull. By the way, I'm answering the questions. You're asking them, remember?
I don't do that very well, do I? We said we try to do something different. And try is a word I've almost stricken from my vocabulary. And in this case, unfortunately, it fits.
Yeah. So I'm going to answer the questions and you can be quiet.
Oh, my. And if you like this format, let us know. And if you don't like it, let me know. Text me, private message me.
Well, they can't do that because they don't know who you are.
I'm Yetta Decker.
I know, but how are they going to private message you?
On Facebook.
They'd have to be friends with you.
Well, most of my clients...
Would you accept them?
Yes.
So if they wanted to Facebook you and ask you to be their friend...
Yes.
then they should say they heard you on CHRI.
That would be great, because one of the things I do when I receive a random friend request, when I can't necessarily place the person, is I will thank them very much for the friend request through a private message, and then also ask, what do I owe the honor of the friend request, so I can make sure that I serve them in such a way that suits them. Okay. And so how you find me on Facebook, because I'm a little difficult to find.
Are you?
Yeah, a little bit, because I put both my legal and my phonetic name there. So it starts with JETTE -YETTA, Decker with double K, no C's.
So that would be like if you had a stutter, because it would be Yetta Decker.
Yeah, that's kind of Yetta Decker is how most people would read it. Or Jetty Yetta Decker. Yeah,
but if they typed in Decker, they'd probably find you with your red stripe in your hair, and they'd know it was you because they saw the red stripe.
You're in the picture too.
I'm in the picture as well. Oh, is the picture me holding you up above my head?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a crazy photo.
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, that is Facebook. All right, so experience. Yes, we have some. Next question. Actually, we have lots and lots and lots. And let me talk a little bit about other experience that really falls into this.
Yeah.
Because recently I was thinking back to our first experience of buying a home. Do you remember that home?
Oh, my goodness.
The
one we didn't buy.
Yes.
The one in, I can't say. Okay, the one that was far away, and it was an 1800s house, and the structure was not sound.
That's correct. That's why the bank wouldn't loan us the money on it.
I know.
And I forget how much it was. It was like 63 or 58,000 or something like that way back when. But what was interesting was you and I didn't have a clue what we were doing.
Not a clue.
First
we were
home,
early 20s.
Yeah, we were not real estate agents. We knew nothing about houses, construction, or anything.
Yeah, that was before kids.
Yes,
so we were
was.
probably like 21 years old.
That's BC, before kids.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, not the other one.
I get it.
Yeah, okay. So, and what I was reminiscing was the real estate agent that we had, after it fell apart because the bank wouldn't loan on it, I asked him about his real estate experience because I didn't know to ask in advance.
Right.
And he didn't own a home and he was renting. So he had no experience about houses.
Yeah.
So that was interesting.
And he had noticed that the actual trusses and the roof structure and actually the floor structure, it had significant structural deficiencies to the point the bank said that they would potentially loan on it provided we put 50% down. Do you remember that?
We didn't have 50%.
No, we didn't have anywhere near 50%. Are you kidding me? We were like 21 years old, attempting to get into that first property for in that 50,000 mark.
Because we always loved real estate.
Yeah.
So, what other experiences do we have? This is an interesting part because not only have I been registered as a new home builder and built new homes, I've significantly gutted and renovated properties.
I got to help.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's not you.
Okay, it's not me. Let me see the calluses on your hands.
Well, there aren't so many. I pick up the boards and I move them. I get to see what he's doing.
Yes.
And in the earlier days, I was more engaged.
Yes.
Now I tend to just do the shoulder-to-shoulder friendship.
And we have sold 1,000 homes, thousands of homes, and walked through home inspections, endless numbers of home inspections. So we really have a ton of knowledge on deficiencies in homes. We're not registered home inspectors, and yet we've got a ton of experience. And so experience, yep, we can check that one off, I think.
Well, and I think the other piece around experience is every team member has been significantly involved in renovations, seen new home construction, been engaged with it, looked at floor plans, can be an asset in really every aspect.
Owned a house.
Oh, well, of course, everybody owns a home. Sorry, I don't even...
You can't say of course.
Okay, because you're right, our first realtor didn't.
Yeah.
Okay, so there is no one on our team that isn't. Many of us are also brokers, so we've chosen to take extra education.
You're jumping ahead.
But that adds to the experience.
No, you need to ask the questions.
I don't do that well, obviously. Is anybody surprised? For those of watching, put both hands up if you're not surprised at all. Okay.
She likes to be in control, I'm telling you.
It serves our clients often.
It totally does.
Okay, good. So anything else about experience before I ask you another question?
Well, yes, I am a broker. Thank you for bringing that up, Yetta. And a broker is just a more education, really. They've taken a few extra courses, which are like a couple of weeks long, so a couple of those, and they took their broker course, which means they know about managing an office or owning an office and that kind of thing. So anytime you see a broker behind someone's name as opposed to a sales rep or salesperson, it just means they've taken a few extra courses.
And and you have to have certain level of experience before you can actually take your broker's course.
Yeah, 2 years.
Yeah,
2 years of experience.
Yep. Perfect. So, Ken, about the practical side of helping clients, how long do the homes that you bring to market stay on the market?
Well, that's a great question,
It
Yetta.
is, and it's something I think every seller wants to know.
How long will it take to sell my house?
That's the question. Yes. Didn't I ask that?
Yes. And I'm going to dodge this one somewhat, okay?
What?
Yes. Because there's...
Yes.
Yes, because some of our properties sell in 1-2 days.
Yes.
And for sometimes over asking price.
Yes.
And some sit for a year and never sell. Yeah, it's the truth. And so some of those are because they're some of the ones that sit for a long time, because that's what people want to know. Why does a property sit for a long time? Sometimes it's so unique that there's only a very, very, very specific buyer for that type of property.
Right.
And yet I could almost very, very close to 100% properties will sell if they're in good condition.
The right condition for
the price.
Price, yep.
And so price matters a ton. So when people don't take our professional advice on value, now that's not saying that we haven't attempted higher and the market said, no, you can't get that price. But when the client is willing to go then, okay, we've had 12 showings or it's been listed for 30 days and we're not getting the activity we thought, we haven't gotten any offers, with the amount of marketing that we've done, if we're not getting offers, what it means is the price or the condition is wrong.
Or both.
And both. Or both. And usually price can fix both.
Right, absolutely. Condition is not vital provided the price reflects the condition.
Right. And now bear in mind that sometimes if the condition is poor, you're going to get significantly less than what it would have cost to bring the condition up to get market value.
Right. It depends on what the issues are around condition.
Yes, and it depends on your situation as to whether you've got the energy, time, or money to be able to do the repairs, or you just need to adjust price to find the right buyer.
Right.
And yes, I understand you might be thinking, oh, well, if I throw my house for half price or I'm going to give it away, then we're going to get lots of buyers. That's not what we're talking about.
No.
We're really talking about the difference between being priced above market and being priced at market.
Yeah.
And sometimes we even do the strategy of pricing slightly below market because we want to attempt to get multiple bids and actually get more than market value. And sometimes that we're able to pull that off.
Yeah, it's actually worked a lot.
Yeah.
And we have to be very specific. So I am going to give little bits of answers when I think you're missing the boat.
Oh, wow. We could switch. I could ask the questions.
No, I think it's good that I get to try this and experience this, and yet it's very awkward. So when it comes to...
That's the problem when the interviewer has more experience than the interviewee.
Or maybe equal.
Equal or different?
Different.
Yes.
Maybe different. So when it comes to pricing, it's just one factor, and yet the market will quite quickly respond to what the right price is, given we're marketing it correctly, we're getting eyes on it, whether it's through our internet presence, multiple websites, the syndications, whether it's through our specific website, whether it's through these shows, whether it's through our community newsletter.
Yeah. Let me tell you a story.
Okay. See, it cuts me off. So you all think it's me cutting him off. In reality at home, it functions like this.
This is why we don't
off.
do too many shows together. No, I'm just kidding. So I'm going to cut you off for two reasons.
Okay.
One is it's about half time. And so if you're just joining us, you're listening to the Inside Track on Real Estate, and we are Yetta and Ken Decker, and we are bantering a little bit.
Actually, Ken and Yetta Decker.
Okay, we're bantering a little bit today because we love each other, and we love working together and helping our clients. And it's really fun because we actually share information about our clients so that we're on the same page so that we can pick up for the other person if they're not available.
Well, and likewise with the entire team.
Yes.
That's one of the amazing things with having a small team. You still get the personalized experience. I guess that's coming in a later question.
You're asking the questions, remember?
Oh, yeah. I'm so sorry, folks. This is clearly not my skill set.
All right. So let me go back to this. You were talking about pricing.
Yes.
And many times a client, when their house isn't selling, they don't blame the price, they blame the marketing. And sometimes they have a case.
Yes. Not with us.
No, I believe with the Decker team, our experience has been that we know where to market and how to market
and
to
when
get the
to
broadest
market.
exposure possible without just wasting money, throwing money at it, right? We put it in the areas that get responses. And so if we're not getting a response, what it's saying is, and especially if we're getting the showings, because if we're getting 10, 12 showings, then 12 people have said, no, there's something else that's more valuable for the same money, in my mind, that I'm going to buy. And they probably, many of them have bought. So think of it this way. Let's say we have milk. We're selling milk, okay? Because milk's a commodity. And I don't even know what milk sells for right now because I don't buy milk. Well, let's go to gas then. So let's say gas.
Can we just stay focused?
Yeah, I am focused. I'm focused on commodities because gasoline's a commodity. Realtors are not a commodity. They are totally different. Everyone is different. So when you're interviewing, make sure you're getting what you're paying for. With gasoline, whether I buy gasoline at Petrocan or Esso or wherever, I'm basically getting the same mileage out of that gasoline. There's not much
if I'm buying the
differences.
same grade.
Yeah. And so if I have gasoline at $1.04 at one station, and the other station it's $1.24. Okay, which station do you pull into?
Well, likely the 104, provided I don't see the 124 and think the price is 124 and grab it before I get to the right one.
Right, but I'm saying you can see both. Okay.
Okay, then I'm going to the 104, guaranteed.
Okay, and maybe even if it's got longer lines.
I'd still go in there.
I've driven by Costco, and you see lines because they're saving 2-3 cents a liter, right, or 4 cents a liter. Lineups.
Yeah.
Now I don't shop there because to me the time is more valuable than
you
paying.
Shop at Costco. Who's kidding who?
No, I shop in the store. I don't shop for gas at Costco because the 2 cents or 3 cents a liter isn't worth the time and effort. I just got to get in and get out so I can help my clients. Now, and this is a long story.
No kidding.
So the person that's got their gasoline at $1.24 sees that business is slow and they're not getting very many people through, right? Sort of like a house, not very many people coming through.
Or no offers if they are coming through.
Says, yeah, they drive through, they see the price on the pump and they keep going. That's like a person seeing your house and not buying. So that gas station owner, rather than saying, oh, maybe my price is wrong, they think it's marketing. So they hire a dancing bear on the side of the street with a big sign flashing the price, right? They have para guys come out of helicopters with the price on their back, going up and down, attracting all kinds of attention. And what happens? Many, many people go there to see what's going on. But where do they buy their gasoline?
At the other gas station.
Yeah, so that gas station is now helping the other gas stations sell their product. Same thing with houses. If we overprice a house, we can have dancing bears and all kinds of
flags,
stuff.
Our open house flags. We have beautiful flags.
We can do
the A-frames.
We can do radio shows advertising it. We can do all kinds of stuff. And what's it going to do? It's going to bring people out. Then they're going to compare to other houses that are available for sale and buy the one that's better value.
That was pretty well done.
Was that a good story or what?
Yeah, that was pretty good. I even thought it was pretty good. Even though I knew where he was going, I still kind of liked it. So even if you knew where he was going?
Yeah. So you might also want to ask the next question, which I wrote in black ink there.
List price to sale price. What is your ratio?
Yeah, that's a great question,
And
Yetta.
we do get that one.
Yes. And what does that really mean? Because that's kind of real estate language a little bit. It really means, what price did I ask for my property, and what percentage of that asking price did I actually receive when it actually sold?
Right.
Okay? And that's an important piece. And I went back 2 years to look at the stats. And the average on the MLS is 97.4, I believe it was. 97.4. Okay? So rounding down, 97. So the average person reduces their price 3% from their asking price. Average. That means there's some a lot lower and some a lot higher. Now the Decker team average, when I did the same thing on our properties that we have listed, is 97.4.
97?
No, sorry, 99.4.
My goodness, I was going to start to have a cry because when I've done them, they've been...
Yes, we are not average. Let me just... We are 2%.
You just made a mistake, though.
I did. You know what? And it's one of the first ones ever, so... You heard it right here, live on air. 99.
At least in his mind, it's one of the first ones ever.
So
perfect.
So we are getting 2% more of asking price than the average. Now, there's a couple factors there. One is our marketing is getting it in front of a lot of people.
Yes.
2, we're super strong negotiators.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that a lot.
Yeah. And 3, we're pricing our property near the market.
Right.
Okay? And so our days on market, the number of days it takes on average to sell a home, remember, because we got started down that road of 1 day to like a year, our average number of days on market it's usually about 10 days less than the MLS average of a property on the market. Doesn't sound like a lot. And it's not. It's a week or 10 days of inconvenience showings and whatever.
Less.
We're
inconvenience.
Less convenience. But
no, less inconvenience. More convenience.
Okay, that.
That's 2 in one show. Folks, you hearing it and seeing it live in
I ask
here.
the questions and you answer them? Okay, so...
It's more fun to trip you up, baby.
So what's important there, though, is if you have to sell in a hurry, those 10 days may be a factor. Because you might be buying something else. You might lose that in those 10 days if it's not available anymore. And price is very, very important. Very important that we get the most amount of money for you. Now, typically, people are interested in the commission rate, right? Yeah. Everybody wants to know, what's the commission rate? And what's interesting is they're trying to save, maybe 1% on the commission rate. And they're forgetting about how much percent of the rest of the money they might be losing by either not using a realtor or not using a great realtor. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Did I say that properly?
You did. I'm shocked.
You're shocked?
Are you shocked too?
No.
He's actually very correct almost all the time.
So we're focusing on the minor and not the major, right? So hire somebody with the minor amount of money that's got great experience to make you the most amount of money possible on the large portion of the value of your property, the part that you get to keep.
Yeah, the big part.
The big part.
Which is fantastic.
Yeah.
So has this been fun?
I had 24 questions. I think we hit 3.
So I think you're going to get to tune into at least 1, if not 2, 3, 5, or 7 more shows that are going to be this flavor. So we'll see how it goes. So what is maybe one more question I can ask if you can talk quickly and stop sharing stories?
Because I gave it to you.
What professional memberships do you hold?
Oh, I got a membership at the gym. No, that's not true. I canceled that because I didn't go often enough.
And we put a gym in our home instead.
Yes, we did. Professional memberships. We are members, both of us, all of us, of CREA, Canadian Real Estate Association.
Yes.
Or REA, Ontario Real Estate Association. We are members of the Ottawa Real Estate Board.
Yes.
And we are licensed with CREA, with RECO, Real Estate Council of Ontario, as brokers.
Right. So hopefully all realtors have those.
Yep. Well, they might not be brokers.
But sales representatives to be able to practice real estate in the license of Ontario.
Yeah. If they're members of the Ottawa Real Estate Board, they have to be members of all those CREA and OREA.
Yeah.
If they're not, they don't have to be.
Right.
Yeah. So other memberships? I don't know. What other memberships would you like me to be a member of?
Well, we have memberships with the luxury division at Keller Williams.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, which is a very significant one. We've also taken, and I don't know if you call them memberships or additional licensing and courses with the Rideau Valley Conservation Authority around septic systems and all of those kinds of things.
Not so much a membership, but they're courses we've taken. We've taken courses on marketing, all kinds of courses. Right?
Hundreds and hundreds, right? Continuing education, how to serve seniors, how to take care of first-time buyers, how to help with investor clients, all of those professional courses / designations.
Okay, so we're going to pick this show up on another show. We'll answer some more questions. And right now we get to talk about one of our great properties. We have a lovely property just off of the Carp Road. Yeah. Very quick onto the 417. This property, I believe it's Rushing Brook. What a beautiful name. Yeah. And what's interesting is in the backyard, they've built a gorgeous pond. And I was at it the other day, and I walked over to the pond, and these giant koi come swimming up because they think I'm going to feed them. And they come swimming up and chasing after me and stuff. And the turtle was jumped into and they've created a rock waterfall, like a brook, a babbling brook, creates a beautiful ambient sound in the backyard. The only thing is, if you're, having a couple beverages in the backyard with all the water sound, you may need to take a couple trips into the house to use the facilities. But it's gorgeous and bush.
Okay,
about
how much
acres.
Is it? 2 acres? Oh, that's gorgeous.
Do you want to live there?
Well, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe you do.
It's 4 bedrooms, finished basement, very recent natural gas furnace, high efficiency with brand new air conditioning. Really beautiful house.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Are you going to ever tell somebody how much?
Wraparound porch on the front. It even has a generator that will kick in as soon as the power cuts out. The generator kicks in, and so you've got power for your furnace and everything.
Okay.
Yes, $575,000.
That's awesome.
Isn't that great?
Mm-hmm.
Just a gorgeous little property. And then if
well,
it's not that little. And so if you're a person that needs you have a home business, it has a separate entrance into a large office den area, which you could use as if you're selling, I don't know, insurance or widgets, or you're, I don't know, cutting hair of dogs or whatever. If you have any kind of a home business, that would be a great spot to have it. Yeah. Isn't that awesome?
It is.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in that property, or you have questions, any property, or if you have questions for us as realtors, we can answer some other questions too. It's just we're probably going to get the right answer pretty much every time around real estate. And if we don't have the answer at our fingertips, then you know that we will get the answer, the right answer, versus just giving you some sort of answer. You can reach us at deckerteam.com, or you can give us an email at either of our email addresses, ken@deckerteam.com, Yetta@deckerteam.com, Linda@deckerteam.com, Mark@deckerteam.com. Who else am I missing? Ryan and Candace. So join us if you have questions. Connect with us. Have a great day, and thanks for joining us on the Inside Track on Real Estate.